Hi guys, so for today's Freeform Friday, we will be working on the card you saw there in the intro, of course. You know, I always forget there's a little sneak peek for you guys there at the beginning, so I don't know. But the things that I primarily want to work with are just to build up a card that's like a slimline card, but like a trifold, pretty much using the whole, 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. But the products I'll be using, they will be linked in the description box. Those will be affiliate links, which means I will make a small commission for your purchased items to those links. And whenever I say that, it's not every item I use. I try to keep the basic things in there, but like today it'll be, this little set because I'm gonna use a stamp set. But the paper, whatever you have, pull it out, I always feel like Freeform Friday sometimes is the same as like busted out. I try to use things that I already have. This just came today, of course, but everything else I've had for a long time. But actually arrived yesterday, should I say. I'm gonna put that to the side for now because basically we're gonna work on a card like this. And I just kind of came up with this. I sat on my couch and I was, Miranda was in school and doing her online learning. And I was like, okay, it'll be really easy. We've done things, this was funny. We've done things like this for a long time now. But we didn't call them slimlines then. It was just like a trifold or whatever accordion card. They have different names for it. I'm going to try to make this super simple so that it's still, obviously, the dimensions that would go into a business envelope, which is your slimline, which is literally just like, your typing paper, I always say that, printer paper that you would fold in three, right? Just like a business letter or whatever it is. Anyhow, but I am going to cut this a little bit smaller because, oh gosh, you know what? I hate to, oh, okay, that's not bad. I didn't want to be too claustrophobic, but at the same time, I didn't want to show all the tripod legs. To make it just a nice and easy numbers to work with, I want it 3.5 inches wide, and it's going to be 8.5 inches tall, just like your regular 8.5 by 11. So it does mean we are going to cut a little bit off of this, okay? So each little segment is 3.5 inches. And I didn't think to mat the inside, but if you want to mat that, that's up to you. But this was just a mock-up, and I think it looks really cute, obviously, just by itself. But I'm going to start off with 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. I did grab this paper because in my mind, I was like, what can I do to decorate it? Obviously, we have the 3 panels or however. And then when this showed up, I was like, oh, this will, when I did the haul this morning, I was like, this would be really cute with it, actually. So I'm going to do this. Went and looked in my stash for paper that either I'm going to blend it myself, which I could do that. But I was like, I must have paper that has like greenery and then like blue sky, you know what I'm saying? I know I have like little kid sets that I could use, but I found this, and in doing that, I'm destashing a whole bunch. And what I mean destash this time is just I'm going to take it to the Goodwill because it's not that much, and I have other things that need to go there, so I'm just going to take it there. But this one, I was just like, well, maybe there's something in here that has to do with like skies. This one's here, and it goes this way. But I need the paper to be this way, right? The green at the bottom. I thought this is really cute. Even though it's purple at the top, I thought that'd be really cute to gradiate towards like a sky kind of feel. So I'm going to use that paper from this old stack from the Color Splash collection of recollections from Michaels. And then I have some tools here that we need to use. So I'm just going to put this to the side for now. I think I'm cutting right now. That's what I'm doing. Okay. Well, I'm going to cut because I need to cut a little bit off of this. So like I said, they're going to be 3.5 inch wide pieces. So that's basically 10.5 inches. And we know our paper is 11 inches. Sorry, I was trying to see. I thought my camera was trying to focus and do weird things on its own. Okay, so I just need to cut a 1/2 inch off of this. So I'm going to swing this out, put this down, and cut this at 10.5 inches. Here we go. And basically on these kind of things, you butt it up against here, and then you look at your measurement, and I'm right on the 1/2 inch line. And I'm just cutting the smallest piece off of this. So that's all we're doing right now. I'm going to put this to the side for just a second because we'll be right back with it. This is the very base of the card. And there's lots of ways to do this. I'm going to explain it in a way that I think is the simplest way to explain it, but you can do it different ways. So what I do might take a few more steps, but I think it's the easiest way. And you guys can maybe make something else up. But for me to explain it, I think this is the easiest way. So I'm going to score this at 3.5. Ooh, I almost cut into the paper. And at 7. All right. So this is going to be the page that you open up to, or the part that you open up to. So this needs to fold over. But again, you can do this however you need it to be. And when I do that, I do want it to be nice and straight. So what I'm going to do is butt that up against here. just to try to keep it straight. I know it doesn't seem like much, but that's okay. And then this other one needs to fold back the other direction. And that is an end piece, so I'm going to butt up the whole thing against here. And of course my first one was perfect, and this time it's like, do I want to be perfect? I don't know. But I'm trying to squeeze that out towards the back side here. Okay, and of course, I'm gonna go get that. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Well, anyway, as I was waiting for Miranda to come down and get her iPad that was ringing, I just, massage it so that you're nice and straight. And that's why I don't really bone fold real hard until I know it's where I want. So that made it a lot straighter. Okay, so from here, I'm just gonna cut this. Now, you can do whatever you like. If you want to make a measurement that you're always gonna do, but it's Freeform Friday, so I'm just gonna cut it however I feel like. So I'm gonna take this, and what we're gonna do is cut from this fold to wherever you want it to end. And so, you can think about what it is that you want to use on the card. That might give you an idea of how deep a cut you can make. I'm probably gonna go from like the very corner there, because it's what I'm lining up, it's the very corner, to where I have it now, and I think that's good. And then if you want to cut more, cut more, but that's pretty good. Let me see how that is compared to the other one I made. Oh, I went a little deeper before. Maybe I want to go a little bit deeper. Do I want to go a little bit deeper? Yeah, let's do a little bit deeper. So I'm going to move that. I like the way it looks. A little bit deeper. So again, line up the corner. I'm not going to cut anything more really off there, but I'm just going to angle this part of my paper. Maybe just a little bit more, like that. Is that good? I don't want that to move. All right, a little bit deeper there. I did get into the fold, but that doesn't matter, so I'm gonna, well, I didn't cut it, but what I'm saying, it got a little squish there. We're gonna cover that up anyway. So this is the part where, however you want to do your mats, if you think of a better way, go ahead. I'm just going to show it this way because it was easy for me this way. This is a 12 by 12 piece of paper, so I'm going to cut it down. And I'm going to cut it so that it is 8 1/4 deep because I want it to go this way on my card, right, the lengthways. So just think about what it is that you want your paper to do or your card to do. And this is the tonic cutter, and it goes out to 16 1/4 inches, this guide here. I just need to go to 8 1/4 right now. I'm looking at 8 1/4, about there. And I am going to cut my pieces so that this is 3 1/2 inches wide. So I'm going to do 3 1/4 inches for each one. And I'm going to do that right now. So this is the part where I'm saying if you don't want to cut it yet, just make your own calculations. But I'm going to go ahead and cut them each at 3 1/4. And what's nice is that when you're in the grid side of this, you can line up your paper against the whole line so you know it's nice and straight. Also, you have it butted up, so it should be straight anyway, but... So 3 1/4, 3 1/4, 3 1/4. Let's see. 3 1/4. Now, this is the part where it gets interesting. Okay. So this part can just mat in here, no problem. Okay, we have our little paper in here. I'm just going to pop it in there. Again, no issue there. Here, we're going to put this one in, but we also want to cut it down to the right size, right? On there. And then this one is going to mat over this. So for me, the easiest way to do this, because we do want, and actually this one's behind here, it doesn't really matter what you do with this one, but to make it easy, what I do is I'm going to line it up at the very bottom, at the very base of my paper, see? I am paying attention left to right where it's at though, so centering it there. I'm going to turn it over, I'm still holding on to it, and I'm just going to get a pencil and draw this line. And you can do this when you're done, but I just want to do it piece by piece just so you see what I'm doing. I'm going to bring this over here. I'm going to put it on my cutting tool. And this has quarter march grids over here that are quarter. So what I'm going to do is line it up on the quarter because that's pretty much where I need it to be. so that when I come back over here, when I go to mat this, I have that 1/4 inch smaller piece that's going to be the same all around. Do you see that? And that was the easiest way I think for me to explain it and to do it, so that's why I did that. So I'll be in there, and then this guy is going to be here. And again, I put it all the way down at the bottom so you don't have it up here. And then, okay, I only need like 1/8 of an inch off here. Let's just make it easy for ourselves. Put it all the way down to the bottom. Okay. And then line it up side to side just so that your angle is nice and crisp when you go to cut it. I'm going to put another line here. Bring this back over here. And again, place this on the 1/4 inch line. So that line I just drew is on the 1/4 inch grid line. To cut a 1/4 inch off. If you have 1/8 inch mats, that's what you like, then just line it up on the 1/8 inch mat line. And that is as easy as it is to make a cute little card like this, right? Your card base. So all I'm going to do now is just glue this down. I'll probably just use a wet glue. So I'm just going to go around and glue this guy. I always tell you guys, you know I'm serious when I have a mock-up of something or if I have numbers written down. So this time I didn't do numbers. It's easier to not have numbers other than, you know, 3.5 inch pieces. So again, your base paper was 8.5 by 10.5. Scored at 3.5, scored at 7. Okay, so I'm just going to glue these down. If you want to do inking and, you know, other things, you can do that first. I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm probably going to put a sentiment in here, but we're going to do that in a bit. And so, yeah, I'm just going to glue these pieces down. I'll glue this here, and I'll glue this one here, and I'll be back. One more thing that's cool about this is if you mat this up nicely, and we cut them each at 3.25 width, they kind of match up from each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, from that one to this one to this one, they should match up really nicely. And that's kind of why I like getting the one piece of paper and then cutting it. So if I was making my own background, like if I did some green and some light blue and to darker blue, I would just do the whole sheet of paper and then cut it down. And that way it looks cool. It kind of continues on. But how fun is that paper? I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so that is our card base. Again, do you want to mat this? Go ahead, you know. But that's it. So what I'm going to do real quickly is get some Crafter's Companion stamping paper, and I'm going to stamp... I'm not sure what I want to stamp. So this set is super cute. It's the LDRS, or Little Darlings Friend stamp set. And actually when I went to get the links, the little video just starts. That's how my HSN, I don't know if that's how your HSN is, but whenever they have a video for something, it'll just start playing. And the lady had said it was exclusive to them. So I don't know. I don't know if you've seen this with Little Darlings yet, but it seems like that's the only place to get it until it's gone. So, you know, we have these little guys. They're like sitting on a bench. How cute is that? I mean, I want to use the little arbor though. So to be honest, I want to do this. Maybe we'll do the fencing. I do want to stamp a little bit of the clouds up here. I thought that'd be cute. If I did the little fence, who would I have? Yeah, we hardly ever, no, well, this little boy, I was saying we hardly ever do little boy cards, huh? Oh, but this little girl, I don't know what she's doing. She's going like this. So let me think. Maybe I'm just going to stamp a few of these things and we'll see what it is. I know for sure the arbor. Maybe some of the fence. I didn't really want it to be centered. I kind of want it to be off like this. So if I did that, it would have to really be off to the side. Let me think about what I want to stamp. Either way, I'm going to stamp it with my Nuvo Hybrid ink just because I'll probably use alcohol ink markers, and I can do it kind of quickly that way. So I will be right back. I'll have a few things stamped on some Crafter's Companion stamping paper, and I'll be right back. Those out, and I was still deciding what I want to do, and it would be cute to leave this white, but I think I'm just gonna paint them or color them brown. I'll probably use the earth brown blend on that. What was this for? Oh, her hair. I don't think this is gonna work out for hair. Hold on. Let's see. So what I wanted to show you is how I would normally do hair, especially like for this little girl. You can do her color wherever you like, but I would leave it kind of light in like a little halo kind of circle area. Hope that makes sense. And you know what's funny? I always do this and I'm like, well, I guess I could turn the paper, but no, why would I turn the paper? So there's that. So I'm using the lightest color of this gold brown. I don't even know, like I said, if this is a nice hair color, but we'll see. So from the dark, you can follow the lines, but usually what I do is I go out from these things. Again, you can put some in the little lines area, maybe down in here, you know, where it's supposed to be dark. And then the mid color. And again, I'm not the best at this. That's why I don't normally do videos about how to do hair color. But I'm trying to bring in this medium brown basically everywhere else. And like I said, you can turn your paper. I don't know why I always have to act like, no, this is the only way to do this. And then I go back to the lightest one, and then again, flick that color back in. So she has a very interesting hair color. I don't know what you would call it. But again, back from the center, and back flicking up towards the top. And that's as much as I would do. So like I said, she has a funny little hair color. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna use tan for her little skin. And again, you always start with whatever blend you're using with the lighter color, at least I do. And I'll do the whole thing. I know this is kind of a funny one. Just little, like so she's seen better days here. And then we start with the darker one coming in here and wherever you think there should be a little bit of shadow. And don't worry about it, it'll work out. And then the mid color, pull out some of that coloring. And then you're definitely going to come back in. And of course I'll do her neck and her little arms and all that. Back in with the light one. And come back in and pull all that color back through. Okay. And what I would do also is get a little pink. Maybe put in her little cheeks. That pink is very light. Let's go a little bit deeper. I always start light because I'm afraid. I know usually with little cartoony things like this, you can put as much as you like and people just think it's cute, but I still want to be careful. All right, so I'll do that. I'll do her little jeans and the little dog probably, I don't know what color I want to do the dog. Probably a brown color too. A lot of brown going on in here. But yeah, so I'll do that and I will be right back. Okay, so I think I have all my coloring done. We will see. And then gonna line up all these little guys and cut these out. So I wasn't sure exactly how detailed. Oh, that's so cute. On the back they do have little images. Hey, look at that. I gave her some little weird hair color and she has a little, I guess she's kind of more blonde than that one. Here she's, yeah, it's kind of similar. Okay, so let me get this out of here. So cute. Okay, so I think this one. I'm just gonna eyeball all these, run through the marquee. I'm not know how close her margins normally are with the LDRS stamps and dies. That looks pretty good to me. I did go outside the lines on her little pants, so boo on me there. But let's see here, right there, right there, right there. So I'll stick that down. Like I'm trying to say, like for this one, I'm not sure exactly. I also went outside the lines, but look at that. Very easy to see through and see kind of what you're doing. And so I'm going to stick that down. Obviously, I'll cut it out again later on this one. This guy, same thing. Ooh, be a little careful. It's pretty easy to see past the dies, so that's nice. And then I'll line up the little dog too and take them all down and run them all through. And I will be right back. Trying to see how much this needs. Okay. Oh my goodness, so cute. Again, I eyeballed them. If you want to make yourself a little aperture, meaning like this, like let's say you had just run this through a scrap of paper, and then what you would do is line it up over the drawing, you know, your coloring that you did. Lay this down, and then run it through again, and now you know it's perfectly centered over whatever it is you like. But I usually do it with scrap paper. I didn't do that today at all, obviously. So let me put these to the side before I lose them. And all that, and this, and this, and let's bring this back and see what it is that we want to do. like I said, I wasn't super 100% sure. There's a lot of cuteness here. And then I didn't know if, I didn't really want to make it centered here. But I suppose I could. I could even cut it down if I wanted to. That's not quite what I was looking to do. But it doesn't hurt anybody. So cute. Or we can have it more over here and do a little of this if we line that completely up. I don't know if I want to do it that way either. Or we can do a little bit more this way. Take a piece of this, the piece that we cut off, and put it over here. And then it's still a little bit sideways. I don't know how much I would want to put on here. Hold on. Let's say we had that there. Had our little buddy over here. So cute. Okay. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I just don't know how much of this to cut off. Let me stick this down. If that was there, that's there. This goes here. And then I would cut that one piece there. What I'm gonna do is cut this and then make the adjustments. You know what I'm saying? Wherever this ends up, like boom, let's just say it's there. All right, well now that's gonna be the end, right? And I'm gonna glue it down, and then I'll glue down the other pieces as we go along. And again, freeform, my friends. I'm just putting this wherever I think that would be cute. Something like that. Oh, I kind of need this to be in the background so she can look about the right size. You know? That's kind of what I'm looking at. Okay, let's put this down. And then if I need... That is adorable. And we'll get this down. That's good. I might come in and add a little more brown on that little piece of wood right there that I skipped. And then we'll have this little guy here. And... Whew. I want to say it ends just about here, but what I can do is cut this, and then if that's not quite right, I'll cut the other piece. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty good. Okay. So I made that a little more difficult than it had to be because of where I decided to put this, but you don't have to cut it down and do all that stuff. Try to put it about the same. I get fired for putting up this here fence. Earth brown is what I used, so I'm just gonna... Oh, I suppose if you really wanted to, you could put a little more shadow too, right, in here. Like where this touches that. And there. Cute. Okay. And then our little lady and her little dog. I think we should pop these guys up, right? Yep. I just don't know. Maybe I'll put it here and here. Where do we put these? That way she's kind of running interference. Even though it's a really nice juncture there. Again, I haven't really paid attention to what else I want to do. I have a little bird in the set, but it looks like the bird is like perched. So if it looked like he was in flight, maybe I would put him up here. So I think what I'm going to do is just do a few little clouds here with the stamp set. I should probably do that last, but that's okay. So just kind of a quick little card. Super adorable little card. Hope you think so, at least. Whatever dimensional adhesives you like to use. And this little guy. And she's like, come on. Come here, boy. So cute. Does he have to be flat too? I don't know. I kind of liked him like however, so let's just leave it that way. And to finish this baby up, I'm just going to take, like I said, some of the stamps. There's lots of stuff going on here, but the little, oh, look at even a little wind. Oh, that'd be cute. It makes it look a little blustery. You see that's like a little leaf with like little dots to make it look like it's windy. Again, here's the little birdhouse, and there's like this little bird, and so see, he's just kind of sitting there. It doesn't look like he's flying, so that's kind of why I was like, I'll not do that. So I'm going to take this and this. I would use a smaller one, but I'm not gonna fish one out right now. And we can just, in black. Now again, if you want it to look a little more avant-garde, I'm gonna put that piece of paper there to protect my card. But that way when you remove it, it's just there, but off the edge. I'm just trying to put a little something here and there. Again, if you want to put them going off the edge so they don't look so perfect. Just, oopsie. I was gonna say I kind of did a little something there with that one. Alright, cute. Hopefully you guys think it's cute, but very cute, very quick little card. And then on the inside here, you'd have plenty of, you know, sentiments to stamp a little something, or even up at the top, you know, hi cutie pie, or put it here, wherever you want to put it. I think it'd be adorable. I'm doggone lucky, aw, to call you my friend. Oh, that's cute, because if you had this, I'm doggone lucky, and to call you my friend, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll have to be very careful if I stamp that. I don't know. Maybe I'll put that here. Okay, that's what I'll do. I'll stamp the words here, and then when it opens up, it says to call you my friend. Okay? Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hope you liked today's Freeform Friday. Just a fun little card. Just something else to do with your slimlines, and see what you think. Alright, bye now.